try to square not being there. I think I should have been. Hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. Hold back the river so wide, and stop for a minute and see where you hide. Hold back the river, hold back. Hey, how you doing? Justin here. Today we are checking out Hold Back the River by James Bay. Some really beautiful guitar parts in this one. I think it sounds really nice by itself. Really important to note here at the beginning though is that the original recording is tuned down by one tone. Okay, so you'd have to tune your E string down to a D, the A string down to a G, the D string down to a C, etc. all of the way through. Now you can play it in normal tuning. I just demonstrated it for you. What it does mean is that the vocal's a little bit harder to sing because it's a little bit higher. So it's really your choice. The other thing that you could do is move everything down by 2 frets. Okay, makes it a little bit difficult with the bit with the open string that we're going to come to at some point, but there's a few ways of figuring it out, which I'm going to leave that fun down to you. So let's get to a close-up and check out how to play it. So that's the intro. Really lovely guitar part, this one. So we're starting with the first finger on the 7th fret of string 5 and the little finger on the 8th fret of string 2. Okay, some people prefer to use their 2nd or 3rd finger on that one, but I think most of you are going to find it easier to just use your 1st and your 4th finger all of the way through. So at the very first time as well, should know, I think I can hear the open G string ringing out on the very first chord, but it's not there many of the other times, although he sometimes is using it live. So you might want to check out some live versions and you can choose whether to add the G string in or not, and for which chords. I'm going to leave it out now for this little demo-y part. So we've got this. Then we move that shape up 1 tone, 2 frets. Then we move first finger up 1 fret and little finger up 2 frets. Okay? Now we're going to do a big jump. First finger up to the 14th fret, string still on string 5, and little finger on the 15th fret, still on string 2. They're going to stay on that for this whole riff. And then we move first finger up 1 fret, little finger up 2 frets. Okay, so all of that so far. And now we go back. And back up again. And back down. Okay, then it changes a little bit. Okay, so the whole thing is really just those chords. And now we leave the fingers there and we go 2nd string, 5th string, 2nd string, and we slide that down 2 frets. Now we're going to play the open D string, okay, and this 10th fret on the 2nd string at the same time. Then we pluck the 2nd string again, then the open 3rd string. First finger goes down in the 8th fret of the 2nd string, slides down to the 7th fret, you play that note again, and little finger goes down on the 10th fret. Okay, this is kind of the most complicated bit, I guess. So, and this is the hardest bit to sing over anyway. I always find the rhythm of this guitar part difficult to sing over, but... Okay, 2nd string, 5th string, 2nd string, slide down a tone, play the D string, the 4th string and the 2nd string at the same time. 2nd string, 3rd string open, first finger goes down, 8th fret, slide it down, play it again, little finger goes down the 10th fret of the thinner string. Okay? Okay, this is happening 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's the count for it. So it's going from 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3, 4. Okay, it is a little bit tricky, that that little part, especially for singing over, but it's not difficult. Remember, again, these things, you know, count it nice and slow. Let's play through the whole riff now. Okay, sometimes when I'm singing, I'm doing a flick off there as well. I'm going, okay, instead of doing a slide. I'm not sure exactly why I'm doing that, but you know, you can do that too if you like. So he plays that through a couple of times, then we reach the chorus. First chord in the chorus is a C chord. Now, you could be using your regular full bar chord C, but looking at videos, James is playing this thumb playing the bass note, muting the 5th string, 10th fret, 9th fret, 8th fret, and thinner string, you can either mute it with the underneath of your first finger or let it ring out. Sounds called let it ring out as well. Okay, that's the C chord. Then we're going to, so the first time through, it just strums at once. Hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. Hold back the river so wide. Then we've got this G5 over D. Very interesting chord this. 10th fret, 10th fret, open, open, 8th fret, muting the thinner string. Okay? And the very first time, that's all of the chords, because he's going, hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. Hold back the river so wide. You can stop for a minute and see where you hide. Hold back the river, hold back. And then he does the very first part of that, and then it's into the second verse with the vocal. He plays through all that again, and for the next verse. The second time, when he reaches the chorus, he starts playing 8th notes, so down strummed. Hold back the river so wide. Stop for a minute and see where you hide. Hold back the river, hold back. He's got this other chord in there, which is a really tasty chord, this one. We're not playing the thickest 2 strings. Open D string, 11th fret, 10th fret, and thinnest E string open. It's kind of a D add 9, I guess, would be called. And that's just for that last bar, again. And this is the way the chorus is played most of the other times through the time. So, hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. Hold back the river so wide. You can stop for a minute and see where you hide. Hold back the river, hold back. Hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. Hold back the river so wide. You stop for a minute and see where you hide. Hold back the river, hold back. Okay, then we're back into the, you know, the little interval thing here, the double stop, which is called a 10th interval if you're interested. This would be a minor 10th, minor 10th. That spacing is called a major 10th. Just a little bit of general knowledge for you. Now there's one other little bit that we have to check out, which is the bridge, which is the lonely water part, is the line that he's singing there. And the first chord is very similar to the G5 over D that we had earlier, but we put down the second finger in the 9th fret of the 4th string. So we got 10, 10, 9, open, 8. Okay, and the thinner string's muted again. This is lonely water, lonely water, won't you let us wander? And then we've got this other chord, so it's going from the G with a D bass to C, and then the other chord, it's this really nice A minor chord here, which is open 5th string, 10th fret, 9th fret, 10th fret, and then you can play the open E string or not. It's up to you whether you want to add that one in there or not. But it's, yeah, generally played with these kind of pumping 8s. But the very first time, water, it's just strums. Only water, won't you let us wander? You let us hold each other. And then you're back into the 8th note strumming again. I think this is a really beautiful guitar part in this song, and I'm sure you're going to have a lot of fun playing it. One question that I'm sure you guys are going to ask in the comments section is going to be about the sound. Now, I'm just using a clean sound. I'm using my Fender Princeton Princeton Reverb 2 amplifier here in the background. I'm using my Strat. I'm on the pickup position that's the bridge pickup and the middle pickup together. All of the volume controls and tone controls are on 10. The one effect that I'm using, the only effect I'm using is reverb. So if I turn my reverb off here, you can hear there's nothing after the note, it just kind of stops. Actually, that sounds like there's a tiny little bit on the amplifier as well, but the main one is coming from this, using the Strymon Blue Sky. You can hear how much kind of makes it sound like it's in a cave. Without it, it's pretty dead. With it on, get that much bigger sound, which is the sound that's on the record. It's a lot of reverb. I've got it, for anyone interested, I've got the decay and the mix at about 2 o'clock, low damp and high damp about 12 o'clock, pre-delay on nothing, and I've set it for a normal plate reverb. Okay, plate reverb's a little bit different sounding to spring reverb, but that's my settings for that one. Hope you have fun playing this tune. It's really beautiful. I'd love to see some videos of you guys covering it as well. That'd be grand. I'll see you for plenty more lessons very soon. You take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.